Thanks for staying with us. We'll be starting the newspaper reviews with The Nation. Major headline, federal government ASU, strike may trigger no work, no pay rule. Why Tinubu should be in office till 2023 by Umahi. Zenith Bank pays 51.3 billion interim dividends. Full year outlook strong. Businessman excretes 127 cocaine wraps. Dangote Cement begins operations in Cote d'Ivoire with 3.0 meters of M. What that means? Metric tons, rather. Stock markets return hits 27 trillion on earning expectations. Finance Minister Edun didn't suffer a stroke, says presidency. Rumpus over introduction of lottery bill in House of Reps after Supreme Court judgment. What stories do we have in the nation?
So the people carrying rumor that the Minister for Finance had suffered a stroke, this will set all those rumors right. According to the presidential spokesman on information and strategy, Mr. Bayo Ononuga, he says, or there's an anonymous person account in the nation before he read out what the presidency is stating. So he says that yes, Wale Edun is indisposed, he's 69, he suddenly fell ill, but he's in Nigeria and he's recuperating in Nigeria. And you know, this is because there was rumor that the president will be replacing him because of ill health, but that's not true. And the delegation going to the World Bank and IMF meeting today would be led by the central bank governor, which is the official account from the presidency. Along with that delegation, of course, is the Minister for State for Finance and the Economy, Mrs. Anite. I'm trying to get our official capacity.
So they're confirming he's ill.
Confirming he's ill. Yes, so Dr. Doris Uzoka Anite will be in that delegation. Of course, that is like his second man in command, but yes, he's 69. He suffered ill health, according to the witness account, who is seeking anonymity in the nation. He says, yes, it was a bit serious, but he wasn't flown out of the country. Presently, he's in his house recuperating. But if his condition doesn't get better, he might need to be flown out. But that does not mean that the presidency is already replacing him because of that. So really, the rumor, small element of truth is inside. That's how that is. You know, he is ill, but then that's not the account of the presidency.
And then many lies, sandwich it.
Okay, so a 52-year-old businessman, Godwin Emeka Ejiofor, has been arrested by the operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, the NDLEA, at the Malam Aminu Kano International Airport in Kano for concealing 127 wraps of cocaine in his stomach. Yes, the cocaine wraps, they said, were recovered after days under excretion observation. I never heard this one before. So they did excretion observation.
Yes, now they do.
That means you don't see Baba Suwe.
Joke, I did joke. Director of Media and Advocacy, NDLEA headquarters, Abuja, Femi Babafemi, said this in the segment yesterday. He said Ejiofor, who operates boutiques in Lagos, Onitsha, Anambra State, was taken into the custody upon his arrival from Bangkok, Thailand, via Ethiopian Airlines flight ET941 on Wednesday, following credible intelligence. According to the statement, he was taken for body scan, which confirmed he ingested illicit drugs and had some concealed in his private parts. Yes. They said a total of 58 wraps of cocaine were immediately recovered from his pants, after which he was taken for excretion observation, during which he ingested 69 pellets of cocaine in 7 excretions, bringing the total number of wraps of the Class A drug recovered from him to 127, 27, weighing 1.388 kilograms. That's a lot. Yes, they said also that 3 consignments of illicit drugs heading to the United Kingdom was on Thursday and Friday intercepted at a courier company in Lagos by NDLEA operatives. They're really doing a great job. You know, kudos to them. You know, sometimes you're doing business, another person is doing business, you're wondering, like, I'm not selling. You don't know that people are doing extra things.
I'm even just happy for the suspect. Because no boss for him. This one not too much.
A lot.
Okay. I have a story here, the major headline. So the federal government last night urged the university lecturers to embrace constructive consultation instead of confrontation over the issues relating to their declared dispute with authorities. It said having agreed to most of the terms of the lecturers' requests, there was no need for their union to abandon talks and declare a 2-week warning strike. The government told lecturers that the no work, no pay principle remains an existing labor law that could be invoked should the strike disrupt academic activities. While government remains committed to peaceful dialogue, it will equally enforce existing laws to protect the integrity of our education system and ensure accountability. A statement was made by the Ministry of Education, and they said the Academic Staff Union of Universities yesterday had asked their members to down tools for 2 weeks from today in a warning strike against what he called government's failure to meet its outstanding demands. He warned that the strike could subsequently become indefinite. So they said, should the strike hold, academic activities in public universities will be disrupted. The Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, and Minister of State for Education, Professor Suwaiba Said Ahmed, said most of the requests have been met during negotiation. They said it was learned that 2 ministers, the permanent, is the permanent secretary now? I'm trying to get this information. Yeah, permanent secretaries in the Ministries of Education and Labour, the Solicitor General of the Federation, officials of Salaries and Wages Commission, among others, participated in the negotiations with ASU where the offers were made. And an official asked, he said, what do the lecturers want? The government put all the cards on the table and made offers that addressed almost all the requests. Yet, representatives of ASU said they would go away with offers before making known their response, but they never did. Instead, they made good their strike threats, and according to him, he says there's more to this. So we've been talking about how they've gone back to the table to listen to ASU's requests and all the demands that they had made, and they had promised that they were going to, follow through on that. Why is ASU not, responding to them, and why are they insisting on having the strike? I think there's actually more to this, but let's see how it goes. Do we have any other story, or do we move on quickly to the next paper? Okay, The Punch. A major headline: ASU rejects federal government's proposal, begins 2-week strike today. I've taken that story. Edu recovering, no plans for replacement, according to presidency. Naira hits 10-month high on strong FX inflows. 2027, no pact with Jonathan, says Obi. Fubara retains 8 commissioners, prepares fresh nominees list. Tinubu under fire over presidential pardon for drug offenders. More Kwara abductees rescued as military sustains pressure on bandits. Killings: Adeleke denies hiding Amoteco commander, blasts APC. 2 arrested over mourner's death at Oshun's funeral party. And Polaris Bank shines at 2025 Buffy Awards.
Okay.
What stories
Quickly,
do we
I
have?
have Kwara. Can we take a story?
Yeah.
So I have Kwara abductees rescued as military sustains pressure on bandits. So troops of the 2nd Division of Operation First Yamma have rescued 3 more kidnapped victims from the Babala forest in Kwara State. This is as the Nigerian Army intensifies its offensive against bandits terrorizing communities in the area. It said troops deployed at the patrol base stormed suspected bandit hideout and successfully rescued Mrs. Oluwa Busayo Taiwo, 25, and her 3-year-old son, Taiwo Irayomide, who was abducted at Okeodo September 28th. The rescued victims are currently receiving first aid treatment at the patrol base sick bay and will be reunited with their family members in due course. And they said in a separate operation on the same day, troops on routine patrol along a known bandit route also rescued Mr. Mohammed Sani, a 40-year-old tea seller from Karima community. The bandits reportedly fled upon sighting the patrol team, abandoning the victim, who was found in a pool of blood. 1 Dane gun and a cutlass were recovered from the rescue, and it says that the victim is receiving medical attention at the patrol base clinic. So well done for, still being on the offensive and being able to rescue some of those that have been victimized. This is just a long war against terrorism and insurgency. I just hope that someday we'll just talk about this in the past, because every day we wake up, we're talking about them just going into communities and, killing people.
Let's take a short break here. When we come back, the paper reviews continue. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.